The council votes to override the mayor's veto and adopts a budget. Pools are open, and Wilmington welcomes new residents to Browntown. All that and more as Update News starts now. Wilmington's budget for the upcoming fiscal year has been approved by the City Council, despite the objections from Mayor Dennis Williams, who believes the plan to be unbalanced and possibly illegal. In a special meeting convened solely for voting on the issue, Wilmington City Council voted 10-3 to override a veto Mayor Williams had used on the originally approved budget.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to call for the vote to override the mayor's veto of May 23rd with respect to substitute number 1 to ordinance number 13-013 as amended that passed by this council on May 16th.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second on the question.
The motion pretty much says it all, Mr. President.
Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Chikwocha. Yes. Mr. Congo.
No.
Mr. Darius Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Shabazz.
Yes.
Mr. Prado.
Yes.
Ms. Dorsey Walker.
Yes.
Mr. Williams.
No.
Mr. Friel.
Yes.
Mr. Michael Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Cabrera.
Yes.
Ms. Walsh.
Yes.
Mr. Wright.
No.
Mr. Gregory.
Yes.
10 yeas and 3 nays.
Declared adopted.
9 votes are needed to override a mayoral veto. Both City Council and the Williams administration agreed on portions of the spending plan, which included no property tax increase, no layoffs, and no cuts to public safety. The two sides strongly disagreed on restoring $250,000 to City Council for discretionary use, funding the mayor had labeled a slush fund and had been cut by Williams in his originally submitted budget. City Council also pulled $300,000 of Williams' contingency funding and opposed raises for newly hired staff in the mayor's office. Is it expected that the contingency funding will be restored to the administration shortly? Wilmington's $145 million budget takes effect July 1st. Following the resignation of Alfonso Ballard, Mayor Williams has appointed Cleon Colsey Sr. to be Commissioner of the Public Works Department. Ballard, who resigned on May 30th, had replaced longtime Commissioner Cass Srinivasan this past February. A lawyer for the firm Morris James LLP, Colsey will be loaned to the city to oversee Wilmington's largest department. Calling Colsey a well-seasoned and highly respected government executive, Mayor Williams released a statement saying that due to the complexities of the job and the high level of expertise and experience necessary to manage and administer the office, I have asked Mr. Colsey to serve in this capacity. The city's Public Works Department has a combined operating and capital budget of $154 million and is responsible for services related to streets and traffic, as well as Wilmington's water, sewer, and stormwater operations. With the summer finally upon us, the city is doing its best to help you keep cool. Wilmington has a number of spray parks and pools available for its residents to enjoy. At least 2 of the 5 city pools will be open every day throughout the summer months for family swimming. The Eden Park, Price's Run, Foster Brown, William Hicks Anderson, and P.S. DuPont pools are open from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. on various days throughout the week. Call the city's Department of Recreation at 576-3810 for the times that your neighborhood pool or spray park is open. Free and reduced price meals are available for children who are unable to pay full price for breakfast, lunches, and after-school snacks. Parents or guardians can pick up and return meal benefit forms at their neighborhood school's principal's office. The completed form will allow program officials to determine eligibility for free meals throughout the school year. Children who are homeless, migrant, runaway, or in foster care are eligible for school meal benefits. Contact your local school for more information.
We're here with the Wilmington Department of Parks and Recreation for our National Health and Fitness Day. We have over 200 seniors from around the city of Wilmington and many of the senior centers that support them throughout the year. And so we're here to encourage lifetime fitness and wellness at every stage of life and to have fun here in Christina Park.
Local officials, organizations, and vendors were on hand at Christina Park to educate and inform senior citizens of the many services that are available to them, focusing on programs that feature health, fitness, and quality of living. Wilmington Senior Health Day is part of the National Senior Health and Fitness Day that has grown to over 100,000 participants in over 1,000 locations. More than 200 seniors from the Wilmington area joined in the music, dancing, and good times made available by the city's Department of Parks and Recreation, and more than several city council members enjoyed the good food and better company. The 2013 fan drive is underway in Wilmington. City residents 55 or older or residents with respiratory problems are encouraged to contact the city to receive a fan. With support from Walmart, the fans are free of charge to eligible city residents. For more information, call the Office of Constituent Services at 576-2489. Victims of violent crimes in Wilmington have a place to turn for help. Sheila Friedman brings us the story.
Hello, I'm Sheila Friedman with City Services Information. If you have been a victim or know someone who has been a victim of a violent crime, the Wilmington Police Victim Service Unit is available to assist you in your time of need. They're made up of civilian social workers who are ready to provide support services, crisis counseling, information, and referrals to victims. This can include victims of shootings, assaults, homicides, and domestic and sexual violence. A large part of the unit's work is offering victims information on the police, criminal justice system, and in filing for help for certain crime-related expenses. They are also available to respond to a crime scene and for other crisis responses as needed. The unit works closely with the police officers to provide safety and court information specifically for victims of domestic violence and for Spanish-speaking victims. Having someone in this type of position directly in the police department allows for victims to be contacted soon after an incident. Victims can be connected to shelter services, court help, and social services, which may help them reach safety for themselves and their children. The Victim Services Unit also works with families of homicide victims to support them in the difficult time after a murder. They help victims assess services and explain the next steps in the process and provide information on grief. The unit also participates in the planning of the annual Day of Remembrance for Murder Victims, which is held in Wilmington in September. This event allows families and friends the time to pay tribute to their loved ones who have been lost in violence. You can reach the Victim Services Unit during regular business hours Monday to Friday. Contact Victim Services Coordinator at 576-3622. Domestic Violence Coordinator 576-3648. For Spanish-speaking victims of crime, 576-3665.
Residents of the city are being encouraged to help keep Wilmington clean by joining the Adopt a Block program. Activities like planting trees, planting landscapes, picking up trash, and recycling are just part of the program, and participants are encouraged to clean a designated area at least 4 times a year. Wilmington residents, civic associations, block captains, and neighborhood associations are all welcome to participate. For more information or to obtain an application for the Adopt a Block program, contact the city's Office of Constituent Services at 576-2489 or visit the city's website, wilmingtonde.gov. Members of Wilmington City Council joined Mayor Williams in the cutting of a ribbon officially welcoming a new townhome project to the city's riverfront area. Christina Overlook encompasses 33 homes in Wilmington's Browntown neighborhood.
I ride around other cities and I look at them compared to the city of Wilmington. We really do a great job ensuring that we have affordable housing and that we have housing for a mixed group of people, whether it's an affordable house or a house of some means.
Phase 1 of the 2- and 3-bedroom project is sold out, but for some, the homes are more than a construction site.
It's a great project, and I'll let that speak for itself as you go through. But more importantly, I think when something like this happens, you know, we're in a tough time, and houses are great, and having new residents is absolutely great. Can't take that away. But you know, this project was a lot of work with a lot of people that I want to single out individually. But you know, we put people to work. We have local jobs. We have taxpayers. We're building communities. Because Colsey Construction, if you look at our work for the last 2 years in the city of Wilmington, we built communities, not tract housing, not row houses. We're proud of the brownstones. We're proud of 6th and Franklin Chase. We're proud of the villas of Little Italy. They're communities, and it's a fact that in communities, the crime rate is down.
Christina Overlook is a collaboration between Colsey Construction, the Wilmington Housing Partnership, the city, and the state. Homes are priced beginning at $170,000. The city's west side has a new place to eat with the grand opening of Latin Fusion Restaurant on Union Street. Latin Fusion offers a mix of Caribbean-based Central and South American-style foods. For an in-depth look at the restaurant, which is on the site of the former Pan Thai restaurant, check out this month's La Conexión here on Channel 22 and on the web. Yesenia Tavares sits with the owner, Rebecca Gomez, and gives you a peek at the inspiration behind the food and decor of the Latin Fusion restaurant. Former Wilmington Mayor James Baker was honored by the Quaker Hill Neighborhood Association for his lifetime of service to the neighborhood and city, and for his role in preserving the legacy of the Underground Railroad.
Jim almost personally kept the Underground Railroad alive in Wilmington until a lot of other folks joined in. We had monthly meetings with Jim personally, while he was president of City Council, personally presided over to make sure that it continued. And because of that, and the strong leadership that he provided, the history and the aura of the Underground Railroad as we know it today was kept alive and made much stronger. And that is largely due to the singular effort of Jim Baker.
Baker, whom had previously been a city council member and president, once lived in the neighborhood in a home directly across from the Friends Quaker Meeting House.
I think you're in a great neighborhood. You're in a great city. I'd like to thank all of you for what you do for your neighborhood and for the city. It's great coming here.
Also honored during the association's annual picnic was longtime resident Sean Riley, who has been active in the preservation and growth of the neighborhood since 1983. That's the news for now. For all of us here at Update News, thanks for watching.